Yesterday I decided it was time to change the brake fluid on my motorcycle because I hadn't done it, and quite frankly I hadn't even thought about it since I've had the bike. Of course, it's been a year and I don't know how long it's been since the previous owner changed it, and I'll probably add a picture of it here. I think it really needed to be changed badly. It was pretty dark. So I changed the brake fluid. It didn't take too long. I did the front and back. The front feels pretty good. I'm not sure about the back. I might have to take another look at it. And the reason I started thinking about it was a friend of mine and next week we're going for a long motorcycle ride, and he mentioned he was doing his bike, so that's what kind of got me thinking. So I did it. Now I'm glad I did. Yeah, so I'm planning for my longest ride yet. It's going to be up in the mountains. I'm going to be going up north past Whistler over a road. It's called the Duffy Lake Road, and back down a canyon. So I think we're in a neighborhood of something about 550 kilometers, and it's going to be mostly mountain riding. So I'm super excited and nervous about it at the same time. The reason I'm nervous about it is, of course, I feel that my skill level is okay to go for that ride. But there's been a lot of deaths recently on the highways, including motorcycle riders, which is unfortunate. So that makes me nervous, which should make me nervous. And also, I worry about my 10-year-old dual sport going that long and having a problem. So I'm going to make sure that I bring tools with me. I just don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Before next week, I've got to decide whether I'm just going to bring a tail bag with equipment or bring my panniers. And I'm actually going to show you my panniers in a minute here, because I have the Nelson-Rigg Hurricane panniers, and I really like them. I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. I really like how they access. They're soft, they're waterproof. I don't have to worry about if I crash hurting myself with them. And they're probably not as convenient as hard cases, but they're actually pretty convenient in my mind. So I ended up, they're a bit of a pain putting on the bike because they strap right over the seat and they tie onto the luggage racks. So every time I need to take the bags on and off, I kind of was weaving one of the top straps underneath my luggage rack so they wouldn't move back and forth. And so I had to take that off if I wanted to pull the bags off. Then you have to pull 4 straps off each of the sides to remove the bags. So it was actually quite a pain to get them off. So what I decided to do is spend the money on Nelson-Rigg. They have a quick release plate. So I purchased that from Fortnite and installed it. It was so easy to install. So I've done that. I'm riding with them for the first time on my bike right now. And I'm just going to find a place to stop and I'll show you that. Okay, just going to get off the bike here for a second and show you my my plates. So of course, these bags, the straps that are attaching them to the plate here normally would come right up and over here. So I wrap them up underneath and up over the seat. They have these little wing nuts to kind of help keep them secure. So that's the only one thing. It's not super fast, but once those are undone, this just pulls off and they come off like so. And then you put them back on, it clamps back on, and that's done. I may not even need these clamps. They're supposed to stop it from sliding back and forth, but I've got my brackets set up in a way that it's not going to go back and forth. But just for a little peace of mind, I can tie those things up like so. And it's that easy. I really like that. It does stick out a bit further from the bike, but that's okay. I mean, we'll see on the super windy days whether that's going to cause a problem or not. Well, thank you for watching. And if all goes well, I'll see you about in a week with my next video. Take care. Ride safe.